Hello everyone, this is Legit Repairs and today's presentation is on phone RAM. We are going to have a comprehensive discussion on what the RAM of a phone is. But before we delve into that, we'll talk about what RAM is in general. RAM stands for Random Access Memory. Random access memory is a form of computer memory that can be read and changed in any order, typically used to store working data and machine codes. A random access memory device allows data items to be read or written in almost the same amount of time, irrespective of the physical location of data inside the memory. That being said, let's delve into what phone RAM is. The RAM of a phone is embedded in one chip, consisting the memory and eMMC. Some phones have eMMC separate. So what it means is that the RAM of a phone is made up of the memory and eMMC embedded in one chip or put together in one chip. However, in some phones you'd find the memory on a separate chip and eMMC on a different chip. Now let's talk about what eMMC is and what it stands for. eMMC stands for Embedded Multimedia Card, consisting of both flashing memory and flashing memory controller. So this chip is basically responsible for flashing of phones. So whenever you flash your phone and you still have the data still intact, that means there's a problem with this chip. And normally when you have a problem with this chip, it's better you change the motherboard, that's a PCB, because even if you change this chip, it has a 30% success rate. So why waste the time changing the eMMC chip when you know there's a problem with it, instead of getting a new PCB or a new motherboard? Now here's how RAM works and what it does in your phone. You can think of RAM as your pocket and your phone's main storage as your backpack. It's much faster to pull something out of your pocket than it is to pull something out of your backpack. Now with RAM, usually with phones you find the RAM being smaller than the storage of the phone. That's why we are comparing it to your pocket and your backpack. You find a phone with 4 gig RAM and the storage being 64 or higher. You understand? When you turn on your phone and open an app for the first time, your phone pulls the operating system and app data from your phone's lower main storage, which is the RAM, and stores the bulk of that OS and app data in your faster RAM, so that you can use different elements and features of the OS and app quickly. When you are finished with the app you are using, your phone keeps the app and whatever you were doing on it in your phone's RAM, even if you switch to another app. When you return to an app you used a while ago, it will open right where you left it, as if you never even left the app, because it's been stored in your phone's RAM. Essentially, apps you used are kept running in the background while you use other apps. This is made possible because you have a RAM installed on that particular phone. Switching between apps and picking up right where you left off is called multitasking. If a phone is set to multitask well, it's because it makes good use of RAM or simply has a ton of it. So a phone is able to multitask because of the RAM installed on the phone. You're able to do a lot of things at the same time on your phone. This is because of the RAM installed on the phone. If a phone doesn't have RAM, apps will fully close whenever you switch apps. So this can be found typically in keypad phones. That means apps will need to fully reopen as if you open them for the first time and after turning on your phone, which causes a delay before you can use the app. So this usually happens in keypad phones. The moment you close the app and you want to go back to it, you start from scratch. Unlike phones that have RAMs, when you open it and you stop at a point and you move to another app and you move back to that initial app, it takes you to the exact place that you left it at. This is made possible because of the RAM available. Your phone's main slower storage could potentially keep your OS and use app running in the background, but it's much slower than RAM. Your phone could have the fastest chip in the world and it will still feel slow without RAM. So the storage of your phone could be very large, could be 500 gig, could be 120 gig, but if you have a RAM with a lower capacity like 1 gig, the phone is obviously or technically going to be slow. So yes, more RAM is generally better, but it's not that simple. It's not simple because there are other chips that have to be in place to support the RAM to run faster, but generally more RAM is better. Indeed, more RAM means your phone can store more of the OS data and apps you often use for quick access. It gives off the impression that your phone is incredibly fast because the OS and apps you have previously used are ready to use straight away when you return to them. So that's it. Conclusively, you can say that the more the RAM, the better, or the faster your phone would be. You get it. Now these are pictures of RAMs that I can show you, so carefully have a look at them for proper learning purpose. So generally you would find the company name written on the chips, the RAM chips. So here you can see Samsung. So these are typical examples of RAMs you find on the PCB of a phone. This is another example, a picture of a RAM. So we'll stop here for today's class or presentation. Questions and contributions are welcomed. Thank you so much. I hope you learned a lot. Take care. Bye.